recording again, and I'm gonna do the list breakdown again, Steven, if you don't mind indulging me, just for the YouTube audience and maybe folks who just jumped in because it's been a while.
Not at all.
So one last time here, the final game tonight. We've got a matchup between the Michiana Marauders and Psychedelic Pina Jamm, the champions from last season, season 2, as we are underway playing Salvage Mission. We've got on the left side representing the Michiana Marauders, we've got Bender. He is a indie. Was assigned to Doug's team. Doug, the captain of the Michiana Marauders. So we're assigning those interceptor booster rings right now. And let's actually get into those really quick, because we got DIS 347 with interceptor booster rings, energy shell charges, Deadeye shot, and then 3 fearsome predators with those booster rings as well, energy shells and Deadeye shot. Then we've got a Genotion prototype with those stabilizers, synced lasers, and energy shells. Another prototype with Kraken energy shells and the stabilizers, and then DFS 311 with energy shells and those struts as he sits on a rock. Perfect timing. Betting is open. Still is. Steven, why don't you break down, starting with, let's see the order I have it in right now. I'm going to have Merle and the logistics at the bottom. I'm going to bring Zori under Poe. So from Poe, Zori, Tally, down to Merle and the logistics. Let's do it.
You got it. All right. So starting at the list, we've got Commander Poe Dameron. Carrying some heroic and heavy laser cannon, so can't go wrong with some Commander Poe. Up next, we've got Zori Bliss in the Resistance Y-Wing with the Wartime Loadout, adding those extra hull, dorsal turret, R4 astromech, and plasma torpedoes. Up next, we got Tally in the RZ2 A-Wing. Great to see Tally back on the board. Tally's got heroic snapshot, starboard slash, and pattern analyzer. Up next, we've got Merle Cobbin, also in the RZ2. With heroic and ferrosphere paint. And then rounding out the list is the logistics division pilot with ion cannon, novice technician, R3 astromech, and M9G8. So we'll be able to hand out those passive mods to 2 ships in the list.
You put it beautifully, Steven. I could have worded it better myself. Nicely done.
And everyone's still there. This is exciting.
Yeah, I know. It's been a good night. It's honestly, I always feel like I have a sense of X-Wing purpose when streaming X-Wing, but when you have your own league that is as big as this is, and it's as excited, people are having, a lot of fun already, and they're excited, just like gets me more amped up. So it's great content. We're gonna have it for a few months. A good little bridge between draft league seasons as well. It just fits perfectly. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate all the support. Lambolo, of course, as always, thank you foremost for all the love and support with all of the subs and support you've been giving us. Steve Ack saying logistics division pilot, let's go. Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. And this isn't for Lambolo, this is for everybody. This giveaway goal, sorry it freezes there. I'm not sure what that's about. 120 will give away another pair of the Sparkle Dice. So this goal is going to continue through the week. So we do not have to hit these goals today. They won't reset. So at 120, we're at 111 right now. You guys can see up top where we're at. That's the marker right there.
Yeah, those Sparkle Dice are wonderful.
They are wonderful. It's what's really nice is that being able to get a few extra from packs, being able to actually give a couple of our locals a pair of them felt really good. It's nice.
You have to say, super excited because when I saw the Michiana Marauders, I thought like Joel's on that team. Those are all locals for him.
Those are all locals for him. Joel's got his own team still.
Right? Like he's still playing in Seven Sons. And so I was like, man, he's got to be like just beaming that he's got a whole team of folks that he's playing on another team. That's just, that's awesome.
Joel's almost like, this is such a ridiculous thing to say, but I always say ridiculous things. So it's fitting for me. Joel's almost like a prophet for that area for X-Wing. Cause how hard it is to build up a local community by yourself? And not only does he have a local group, but he's got a bunch of these guys. He got so many of them in X-Wing. It's awesome.
because I can remember going on maybe a year, like over a year ago, and I think he had like one or two other people that were starting, and to see how much like it's grown is just, it's fantastic. So Joel, if you're listening right now, shout out to you, because that's yeah, you are an amazing community organizer. Amazing.
He may not know how to read and he may not know how to click, but my gosh, is he a great community organizer. I even, in my last tournament that I ran, I even incorporated him into the description. I said, "Got that, Joel?" in parentheses, just for him, to see if he read it.
Which he had.
Which he had. He thought it was hilarious. It was a good little
he was
Easter
a prompt response.
Let's see, reset the camera here a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we've already sold over 20 tickets for an event that's it's almost 4 months away. We've already sold 20 tickets. So for event, yeah, multiple events, but super exciting.
That's outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's I have a sneaking suspicion that that's going to be a huge success.
Yeah, I hope so. It's honestly, there's a lot of reasons why I think this is like a really big deal. And it extends well beyond like what I'm doing for this for the group, like for 312, like, and beyond myself. It's really a really important gauge, an opportunity for us to see like who's out there and who wants to, you know, like, for lack of a better way of describing it, like, you know, you put your money where your mouth is when it comes to like, you know, do you want the game to continue? Then we got to keep playing. And so I think I do expect the turnout to be really good. I'm hoping it's tremendous. You know, online X-Wing is going to become a lot more. It has been, right, a lot more popular, and it will continue to be the most accessible way to play the game. In person is really the big anomaly when it comes to post Worlds. Like, that's going to be a really big challenge, and I'm excited for it. But it's a little intimidating just because, you know, with no product and lack of thereof and all that stuff. So if you guys need any support with your local groups, you know, XWA is certainly trying. We're trying our best to do that. The 312 Conquest series is something that I wanted to.
I'll make that deal.
Damn good deal. Exactly.
I don't blame you.
Don't blame you. Damn good deal. Exactly. Yeah. It's something I wanted to do this year. I thought, you know, being able to partner with XWA and use the beta points and prize support and just partner with different content creators. I already reached out to Harry Nick. He's interested in helping out, doing some commentary with the New Zealand series. So just a lot of opportunities. It's really just a huge wealth of opportunity. Big step forward. Really hit the ground running here after Adepticon. So yeah, exclamation point Conquest, folks, as we're going to get an engagement here shortly. Merle coming in.
Yeah. And we did already have our first box pickup.
I'm a little disappointed that they joked about going for the bounty where they don't play the scenario, and I'm disappointed in them. They played the scenario. I think that bounty's called Legacy League. What are your thoughts on the bounties, Steven? You're a big bounty hunter last season.
They look quite fun, and yeah, we'll see. It's always interesting to see the balance of like who goes for bounties and who's just like, you know what, I want to win matches. And yeah, definitely looking forward to. And I saw there's a lot of bounty points for stream matches, so I think is fantastic. So hopefully a lot of folks will be like, you know what, I'll go on stream, and get some points for themselves in the process. So yeah,
good. And also as a team, if your team, you get rewarded handsomely if your team streams a lot.
Yeah, for certain. So Yeah, I know
Ew.
the scum list that I'm eyeing to fly. There's a couple of potential procs, so we'll see if I can be successful in that. Yeah, this first week I wanted to make sure that everyone had the chance to play. I know Kenton and I took the week one off so that folks could have those options for their wildcard factions, and they're just making sure that everyone's going to get really close to an equal amount of playing time. So, yeah, I was really happy when with the new format with having like the two independent players added to the team, but it's not a substitute. It's like, nope, you're part of the team. So,
Yeah, it the biggest concern I had, like, so this league is supposed to be competitive, fun league where you get to decide, hey, let's have some fun and still have some competition. And last season, the independent leagues, like in spirit, like let's say you're playing rec softball and you sign up as an indie and you get placed on a random team with a bunch of like happy-go-lucky dudes and you have just a ton of fun getting destroyed at softball, or maybe you have a bunch of good players that you got randomly paired up with. Either way, like that's fun. The premise and the idea of being randomly placed with a bunch of other random players all together is really fun, but it doesn't work very well when it comes to competition in a format like, especially for X-Wing. Last season, the division winner of the independent league was 4-4, and the independent teams played a lot of cross-divisional games and lost a lot of games. So I was like, well, if we take the independent players, you still just don't want to have to worry about finding a team, and put them on assembled teams, then it's kind of the best of both worlds, and it gets to bring people together, people who maybe normally wouldn't be on teams together, and it balances things out a little bit. Sure, some teams might have some better NDs than others. I can't control that. No one can. But I'm glad that so far the reception to that has been good. I think that's something I'm going to keep. So, yeah. All right, logistics pilot picks up that crate. And we saw some barrel rolls to get out of Merle's bullseye, right? Because you didn't want to be in Merle's bullseye, or you don't want to have in the defender's bullseye. Either way, they had bullseye on Merle, so they had to get out of there. You don't
yeah,
want
it's
to
not
be
a happy place to
intimidated.
be.
Yeah. All right, and this looks like a DFS pass. Extra calculate over to the Fearsome Predator. And Poe has a shot into yellow.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of heavy laser cannon on Poe.
Yeah, that's a underrated choice on him. I know that people actually definitely are like, you gotta look into this. It's pretty good. Not Poe. Did he give someone else an action? Is that what happened earlier?
How to focus it? So I don't think he used his ability, but I know when he focused, Zori got a focus as
Zori
well.
did.
So Zori's living her best double modded life.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So here comes the plasma torp.
Yep. So these tries don't have shields, but you do restrict the range bonus. Ugh.
No,
a lot of blanks
blank.
tonight on stream. Some heartbreaking blank rolls.
All right, so rolling 3, and we're gonna be safe here.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, shooting plasmas into 3 agility, non-shield carrying ships can always feel a little meh. All right, I'm going to hide the betting. This is technically the second round. Whoever is keeping score on the overlay is really lame. Oh, it's me.
Taylor taking the range 3.
Spending it for 2.
Spending for 2.
Oh, hey, how about
Pushes 1 through. Yeah, the green dice giveth, and the green dice taketh away.
In this case, the blue dice. Ha ha! We're facing the other way over there with DIS. All right, now we're trading shots back. You could shoot in the logistics pilot who doesn't have any tokens and 1 agility and carrying a crate. It doesn't seem like a bad move. What do you think, Steven? Logistics pilot here? Zori or logistics pilot, I think, are the 2 choices. You go into Zori.
I mean,
I would try to knock off the crate personally, but it's not shooting.
I would
Zori is not a...
I would,
for 2, Zori, is there 3 defense dice here for some reason?
I think we might be shooting into
Tally?
Into Merle, because then they can focus fire.
Yep, Merle. Oh, no, it wasn't a Zori.
Oh no, it wasn't a Zori. Yeah.
Oh, Tally's ability. That is a bounty, folks. Tally's ability granting an extra defense die for Zori Bliss there. So she takes a shield.
Y-Wing's living their best life. Yeah, I just...
All right, Lambolo, cheers, my friend. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you always.
Yeah, I've always... Shooting into those wartime loadout Y-Wings, it feels like a trap.
Yeah, it was. Zori's 4 points. It's tough. It's like if you get like 2 or 3 shots into it, and you can get the shields down, and then the next turn you can take it out. But like if it's just like 1 shot, how much of it? So it's in your eyes, is a trap, is it feeling like a trap equivalent to feeling like a waste of time, or like just a waste? I guess there can be overlap there.
It's almost kind of a little bit of both, right? So it's one of those things where, like, if you're successful at killing Zori, it's like, I mean, how many shots did you have go in to get 4 points? And then if you start shooting into Zori and then you don't finish it, then it's just like, that's the worst of the 2. But I don't know. It's always one of those things where, matches I've had against the Resistance Y-Wings, whether it's of the 3 or 4 point variety, it never feels worth it.
And wow, okay. Is that 1 going into Tally? There it is. Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes you have to just take what your opponent gives you. So when your choices are between 2, like, good choices are between 2 1 agility ships, I think because one of them could score in a point this turn, you shoot at that one. But if you feel like you can converge the next turn, that can inform your decision as well. If you're like, oh, well, I get, maybe plink a couple this turn and then I get 4 shots into it next turn, that's enough to take out Zori. This is just a primary here into Tally. Tally is safe, gets that 1 evade. Logistics division pilot has no shot, just out. Nice little arc dodge there by Yellow Fearsome Predator. Now Merle going into green, range 2. Green already spent their calculates here. Merle, that's hit crit. Oh my goodness. Oh, 3 evades.
Squiggles for days.
Squiggles for days.
We had a Sunny Bounder roll there.
Oh, that's the dream. Imagine how infuriating it would be if you, like, your opponent, like, double bottom evader, range 1 into Sunny Bounder on 1 hole. You roll natty 3 evades, add an evade.
Or Loop Pro Torp. I mean, any of the above. It's just like,
yeah.
What just happened here?
What just happened? Wait a minute. That's kind of scummy. Exactly. All right, to round 3 we go. 2-1. Bender in the lead with 2 crates. You see there, DFS on the rock top left, and blue, Fearsome Predator, both have crates. I like the way these objective markers stand out on the board here. These team league little objective markers. I went all out, I think, for this season. I feel like I did. And I like to go all out on things. That's like my favorite thing to do. This next turn will be interesting. I'm going to have blue become a part of the fight. There's a lot more of a joust on the resistance side than there is a straight joust from the CIS side. It's really interesting. I don't see things splitting up too much for Chris here. You might see some hard turns or from like maybe Tally, but I'm not sure. I notice it and appreciate it as a viewer. I teed you up for that one, man, didn't I? Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for joining me for commentary. First game. Tough loss there, but hey, plenty of game, plenty of time, plenty of game, plenty of season left to play. Speaking of season, this is where we're at after last game, including last game there. So Pork Patrol up 1-0 in the series, 32nd company, down 1-0 to the Blast Doors. And we'll see where this game puts us. Sasquatch Squadron also winning their first game against the Wankas. Did I tell you, do you know the story about Tom's Wankers, Steven, about that team?
I missed that in the chat.
Okay. Well, we were talking, I think maybe it was the first round, the first game, possibly second, but I don't remember. Tom was the only captain who had not given me a team name or a logo. And I've always joked with him and his buddies about how they're a bunch of wankers, you know, just like British slang or whatever that, you know, perceived sure. British slang. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to just give you guys this placeholder name, Tom's Wankers. And they were all like, well, wait a minute. I think this is probably a pretty apt name. I think we just keep it. So I named that team, I guess, kind of by accident. But it is a good team name. It's very much in the spirit of the league.
Yeah, I would definitely say so.
Yeah, it's nice. You have a good mixture of like more serious names and just some really goofy ass names, and I love it. Like a D&D party. Yeah, it's not wrong. So yeah, ooh, Merle did turn. Okay. Oh, just in range to claim that objective. Look at that. Take a crate. Poor Bender couldn't unlock it and grab it to save his life. But he got it. We got there eventually. It's quiet. Too quiet.
It's not going to stay that way for long.
Things are about to get frisky.
Nick, have you been watching Skeleton Crew?
I have not. No, I didn't even see the Acolyte. Actually, is it worth it watching?
I really enjoyed it. It very much has and I think it was designed that way, a Star Wars like Goonies feel to it.
That's pretty neat. Barrel roll a maneuver for snapshot. No, but it's a move, right? No, barrel roll is not a maneuver.
It is not.
Tally with snapshot. Snapshot. Oh, Jude Law's in it.
Jude Law is in it.
Oh, that's fun. Dumbledore.
Not so nice.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, I'm intrigued. Poor snapshot. I think that's like the most snapshot feeling snapshot ever. You know, blank eyeball.
I mean, that's what you get most of the time.
That's why I feel like Snapshot's really overpriced, and then like I get it when like you roll natties and it's like it does like 2 damage. Like the potential, it has to be priced for the potential it can cause, but damage it can cause. But I don't know.
Yeah, because like most of the time you feel good going into it. It's like, oh, this should be fine. All of a sudden, it's like, what? 2 crits? No. Now I'm wondering if Sonny Bounder could take Snapshot.
No, you can't modify though. That's adding a result. They can't do that. I like where your head's going with that, but yeah, unfortunately, we can't always have the nicest things.
I mean, that's the scum way. You take what you can get.
Gosh, that is true.
Ruh-roh. Poe's gonna have a heavy laser there.
You think that's range 2? Wondering what we're rolling for there. What was that roll for? It is range 1.
4 dice either way.
Yeah, the pink tokens are the crates.
Yeah, 4 dice from Poe Dameron.
Okay. Not spending. Taking 2 shields.
Okay, so just the 2 dice primary. Hit crit's pretty good.
Oh, on the shield.
Continues to roll squiggles.
Oh, and Bo, you're back. Thought you were leaving. He's back with a vengeance. And the streamer is WTF. Are you saying that?
It's like in a range 0.
That's what I would say if I watched me. I'd say WTF. I love this guy, but he's also just wild and crazy. But he's super cool and handsome. That's what my mom would say. My mom thinks I'm cool. Anyways, who are we shooting at here? Poe? We're shooting at Poe. Also, here is Poe the fearful? Yeah, he is. Okay. He's got the condition. Oh no, that is unfortunate. What, you know, those moments where I joke about saying heroic makes us realize just how good heroic is. Like, truly is.
Well, certainly, I mean, with this version of Poe, you certainly have, I mean, the choice between am I grabbing R4 or do I want heroic? And yeah, it's always one of those things where like heroic could feel like it's maybe overrated until it's not, and then it's like, well, thank goodness they kept that around.
How often do we talk about a blank out like tipping the scales of a game sometimes? Like, hey, that blank, being able to re-roll it, that's incredible. It could still be a blank out, but still.
Well, I mean, I can remember what was it, the Sword Championship that you hosted? Where Joel was running Poe and the Falcon and three T70s, and that match he had against Nick Tobin, where like it felt like every round was like he was heroicing like double blanks into double evades.
Guys, sorry to interrupt, Steven. We just saw Chris M9G8 re-roll one of Bender's attack dice, which is a bounty, and I loved seeing that. That was really funny. Unfortunately, it was into a hit. All right. This is a shell charge into a strained Poe Dameron, double modded. Fire. You have what's it called? Suppressive. Oh my god, what's the name of it? When you get to reroll 1 die per lock.
2 hits and a crit.
Jesus, shields down. It's not fire convergence, that's the lat. It's got a really cool name. Networked aim. Networked aim. That's really cool. All right. Next shot here from downtown. You got the crate carrier himself. Their self. Shooting the logistics pilot. Poe is just out, so you don't get to shoot at Poe, even though he's quite tantalizing. No.
No.
Droids don't like it when they roll a ton of eyeballs, typically. It's just the calculate thing, you know?
And safe. We've had a lot of one dice squiggles.
Now we shoot at Poe. Poe's still strained? Shouldn't be, right? Gonna shoot at Merle. Spending a calculate.
Spend the calc for hit crit.
Merle doesn't have. If Merle does have a focus, Merle is totally fine. Got the squiggies. Now you got a range 1 shot into Poe. This is gonna hurt. So, oh my gosh, that's 3. Poe
spends the calc.
Yes. Taking 2 no matter what here. Poe takes 3. And he's still got 1 more shot left, right? With DFS. 311. Because if Poe goes down, that's probably ball game. Most likely would be. Logistics division pilot has something to say. Shooting an ion cannon. Range 1.
Range 1.
Into green. Primary shot, looks like. Trying to go for the damage because green has taken a damage card. Yeah, CIS is really good at XWA.
What? Oh, we've got to calculate. Do we have a calculate?
No, down. Goes
down.
Green. Can't take the evade from the other Predator. Chris Hansen says, take a seat. I'm going to have to use that one again. How great is it? Do I get to use that one? Very rarely would I be able to say Chris Hansen says, take a seat. But because we're playing Fearsome Predator, you know what Chris is playing, Steven? He's playing To Catch a Predator, and he just got one. That's 3 points going his way. Merle Cobbin with the natural hit crit.
Oh.
What is going on?
Oh, another evade.
But that's 2 crits.
That's 2 crits.
Structural damage and lag. Console fire. That was into red.
Pink.
Is it a... Oh, it's the prototype. Oh, got it. Okay. So, got it.
All right, so we got a range 3 and a Poe.
It's a shell charge, isn't it? Right, correct.
It is.
Come on, Poe.
Yep.
Come on, buddy. Poe. Poe. Poe.
Poe!
Poe. Let's go, Poe. Trigger happy fly man. Oh, my goodness gracious.
He's all grown up. He became a commander.
Oh, gosh. What a turn. And it's 5-5. It's a dead heat here between the Michiana Marauders, Bender, and the Psychedelic Pina Jams, defending champs, Wookie. Chris let the Wookie win. Chris saying, hey, let me win. Bender's like, oh, I don't really wanna. That may have been one of the best rounds of commentary of my young life. I really think the To Catch a Predator reference is underrated, although taboo. Quite funny.
Well, glad that I got to be here to witness it.
yeah, right. I'm sure. I feel the sincerity in my soul with that one. So heading into round 4 here, you got a 1-hole Poe you're really going after here. You didn't expect to lose green the way green died, but alas, at least everything in your list is so cheap. What do you think? A little side slip action from Pink? Lambo, I saw your comment about long sleeve shirts. There should be at least one on our store, but if I can add one, let me double check here. I can do that real quick. So there's a long sleeve fuel leak. There's a 3-1. Yeah, we got them on our store. There's a few different options. We've got hoodies as well, but we've got long sleeve shirts. We got the fuel leak one. We've got our 312 logo, and then we have a really nice. Definitely recommend the Chicago alternate logo long sleeve. I really want to get the bomber jacket, but man, it's it's like $60.
Maybe for Christmas next year.
Yeah. Oh, I can get it. I can get it for myself. I am an adult. I can grab a... I really like bomber jackets. I have 3 of them. Big fan. Can you escape? I don't know if you can escape. I would have assumed DFS just parks again.
Yeah, it's definitely the one thing is like without the overdrive thruster, Poe's escapability goes way down.
Yep, Commander Poe. I guess Commander Poe generally in AMG points, he can take overdrive, right? 6 points.
He can. Yeah, so I know like when I've flown Commander Poe in AMG points, like it's usually most of the loadout's the same, and then I would swap out the proton torpedoes for heavy laser cannon. But then most of the rest of the stuff is the same.
Yeah, if there's one that you want, Lambo, like you want the skyline on the chest, and you want 312 on your sleeve. Okay, Like the C logo 312 or the numbers? You might have to remind me. Feel free to message me if you want me to add that. I got a lot going on these days. Busy bee. Harder to get the bounty with a dead try. Yeah, so let's see. There's some bounty. Let me go over the bounties that they're going for here. Bounties. Try hard, win a game with 3 or more tri-fighters in your list. And then resistance. M9G hate. Use M9G to reroll an opponent's attack die 2 times in a game and win. Helpless and selfless. Use commander pose ability 4 times or more in one game for other friendlies only. You don't have to win that one. I don't believe Poe has been using his ability on himself at all. Might be going for that one. This bounty's tempting to play 4 Rogue Squadron escorts. That would be wild. That sounds like a really decent list, though. I know, actually, in early testing, that was one thing that they were... Did we lose Bender? No. Okay. That was one thing that they were trying to focus on, making sure that the 4 rogues weren't too OP. I will say I am the original E-Wing guy. People know me as the E-Wing guy. I've been playing Gavin Darklighter since he was, since he was born. It's like when he was 6 points in 2. I was playing him in 2.0. I love my boy Gavin. I love the rogues.
Did you read that book series in Legends Now by Michael A. Stackable?
I haven't really read most. I've read some of the Thrawn, Timothy Zahn Thrawn. I love saying that.
Sure.
Book and Aftermath I have, but I haven't finished Aftermath either. I'm bad with
because that's books. Because like Corrin, Gavin, and I believe Tycho were all first introduced in that the Rogue Squadron series by Michael A. Stackpole. Really a fantastic read and really grows the legend of Wedge Antilles as well.
That's cool. The books from my interactions with what I've read so far, I mean, I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed them.
Yeah, because the Rogue Squadron series, if I'm remembering correctly, it came out not too long after the original Timothy Zahn trilogy, which is still I think the gold standard of Star Wars books.
Yeah. Eli Vanto. All right. Time to acquire a lock here. This is DIS's ability. I think you can acquire a lock on someone else. You have a lock. Yeah, this is not great for Poe. Poe has to hope that he can somehow take out range 2 obstructed shot. You take out TFS 311. He's got many shots coming back into him.
All right, so just roll natties and you're good. Hit crit.
Spend a calc, take a crit, drop the... Oh, no. No, never mind. Doesn't drop anything. Spends a calc, doesn't take any damage.
Safe. Got a range 1 dorsal turret shot with Zori.
Not bad.
Do you have a focus? We sure do.
Structural damage, Geonosian prototype, and that just kills the Geonosian prototype. How about it?
Well, 1 less shot into Poe.
Indeed. Down goes Geonosian. Tally. Maybe get something good into blue. He saves the whole Y-Wing squadron by having them lock on their torpedoes to him, shoot him, and he changes a Lancer frigate. Or he charges a Lancer frigate and ducks behind it as the torpedoes are
Hit
reaching
crit.
it.
2 evades.
That is pretty cool, Patrick. All right, here we go. Bender needs this shot. It's 8-5 right now. Chris hasn't added his points yet for taking out the HMP, but that could do it. That's going to be a calculate spend for 3. Poe needs 3 paint to live. Can he get it? Oh, he's going to M9G a reroll. Oh, into a crit. Oh,
no.
Oh, good for you, Chris. You just got the bounty, my guy. Oh, yes. Love it. And that's 3 paint.
Oh, Poe's still alive.
Poe's still alive. Still going to be taking a shot from, it was, I think, unmodded, though, from DFS 311. Who do you shoot at here? And he still has 3 crates. Like, CIS is so ridiculous on salvage.
Well, it's definitely one of those things where, I mean, Bender went really hard in those early, like, on turns 2 and 3 to grab those boxes, which is, I mean, definitely the name of the game. When it,
Zori just takes a shield, bounces off a 3rd shield of the 5 that she has.
2 to go.
That was from red. 2 to go until you get into the hole. Now, this is a good shot. Range 1 into Zori here. 6 health left for Zori. Hit crit. Zori.
Do we have another squiggle? There it is.
A lot of 1 agility squiggles tonight.
That's definitely been the theme. Definitely been a theme for this game.
You got to shoot Poe, right? You can't count on DFS to. It would be 2 on 4 with a reroll and a calculate. You got to shoot at Poe, right? Why would you shoot at Tally? Oh, but here's the thing. Tally could use her ability to give Poe a 5th defense die. You still got to do it. You could shell charge. I think that's what he's considering. Tally has taken a shield. I love Chris's counting his bounties right now, too. You see the little die counters.
All right, so we got 3, 4. Only 1.
Oh, no.
Oh,
this
my
is into the logistics division pilot, I think. No? Not sure.
No, it's into Poe.
Okay, M9G8
there's the M9G8 rolls.
So they calculate for 2. That's the energy shell charge. Poe. Oh, he gets 2. He's saved. Oh, DFS 311. Can you be a hero? He needs a hero to hold out the night. Here you go. It's gonna be into Poe. You natty gods on your side. Poe has no tokens. And there is the natties. Poe needs double evades. Doesn't get it.
Get it.
Takes 1. And Poe finally dies. It's 10-8.
All right, so range 1 from Merle off the
No.
rear.
How is the CIS getting M9G8 rerolls? Because M9G8 just lets somebody reroll an attack die, whoever you have locked. So he's rerolling his good results to try to get him to reroll into worse results. It's a part of the bounties. It's one of the bounties in the league.
2 crits. Crit number 1. Damaged
Damage
engine.
Who is this into? Yellow? It is.
Yellow.
Uh-oh. Just one crit, I think. Yeah, there's just one crit into yellow.
Did it have a calculate?
I guess so. I think he
Looks
rolled
like it
an
did.
eight. Or no, yeah, you're right. He spent ion cannon for 2. Spending a lock for 3. No calculates out there, do we? And we're ionized. Blue takes the damage and is ionized. Keeps the crate, though. Wow. And there's still so much time left in this game. Yeah, it's just more straightforward. It's just the bounty is just like more that bounty. I don't know. What do you think, Steven? Do you think I'm thinking to myself like Poe's or the resistance Poe? I think here. Use Commander Poe's ability 4 times or more, so you'd have to play 8 rounds. It's certainly possible. I think I'll keep it at 4. I was thinking, I should go down to 3. That's tough. But it's supposed to be challenging.
I think the hard part is, if you're flying against Poe, that's probably going to be your target because it's the most points of any one ship in the list.
Orc Patrol's got our number so far. Crispy just lost his game.
That's an upset. What's Crispy flying for you all?
Let's see. He's playing First Order.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Yeah. So 13-9. Sorry, let me a little behind here. 13-9. So you're up by 4. You've got some ships that are a bit damaged. I don't know. Asking a lot out of Zori. Merle and Merle and Tally are going to be going the other way. Tally, though, you got that back arc, you got the turret, so you can still do some work on the way out.
Maybe you see a reverse maneuver from the transport. Take advantage of that ionized ship.
Yeah, that's true. Could do it. Yep, we're just parking as I expected. We're all just going to focus, I think. So I think he's used Tally's ability 3 times, hasn't he?
Certainly been a good amount.
Yeah, I think that's the facing saying 3 means, I believe that means he doesn't have 3 left. He's done it 3 times. Yeah, Sheath and Beat has the reverse. Going ion to the right. Remember, you can't calculate when you're ionized. You can only focus, and these droids can't focus because they're droids. Turn around here with yellow. Getting those guns on target. Red going in fast to clear stress. It's going to be maybe a range 1 there on the logistics division pilot. Poised to take a few shots. Zori is going to bump into red. And will red focus. Tally does have Starboard Slash. That's going to strain. Love it. Love it. Straining the Genosion prototype. Going to focus.
Yeah, Starboard Slash is such a fun upgrade on an A-Wing.
Yeah, this Genosion prototype is in for getting shot 3
should-
times.
Tally should be unstressed though, yes? Is it 2 turn?
Yeah, I think so. But focus, so I think he just forgot to remove the stress. So we'll make sure they remember to do that. Time to pass a calculate to a friend. Who do you pass it to?
Looks like Tally took another stress. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a strain. Uh-huh. All right, so Tally's shooting first. Yeah, spends the focus for hit crit.
That's going to drop the box. Those are some insurance points that, oops, Bender has been clinging to.
All right, so Zori range 2. Gotta spend here.
Yep.
Yeah, spends the focus for 2.
Into Brown. Brown does get a die now and rolls a blank. Takes 2
blank.
more. Down to just 4. Tally getting mileage out of all the talents. Not sure how Tally got strained, but somehow the strain has returned. Now, do we shoot into... Just go into Zori? Zori did spend the focus.
I think you probably have to because you've got 3 shots into Zori.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Still an Arc of the Slash ship. Yeah, possibly. Hey, there's 2. Zori, this isn't a Zori. Zori. Oh,
What?
Zori.
Oh, here
Oh
we
my
go.
gosh.
Another evade.
Zori is 3 for 3 with those naturals.
It might be more than that.
Yeah, maybe 4 for 4. 5 for 5. All right, here we go. Range 1 into Logistics Division pilot who hasn't taken any damage. This is the M9G8 carrier. And that's going to drop the box.
Well, you can M9G8 that crit.
Is there a lock on that? I guess not on that ship. No, Logistics pilot only has a lock on one of their ship. So that is going to be, was that shields? Yep.
Yep, shields down, the crit, and the box comes off.
So Bender happy to see that because he's still got 2 crates of his own. Chris, Wookiee's got none.
I think you probably go range 1 to try to get the focus spend because you're not killing Zori.
Gonna go into Zori. For 1. Oh, Zori.
Oh no!
Down
Takes
to
a
3.
damage card.
Another shot into Zori. Range 3. No calculate there. I'd passed it. Zori. Oh, no, Zori.
Heroic?
No. Takes 1 more. Down to just 2. That's 4 points out there for Bender. That would be the game. Merle's just got 2 choices. Red or blue. Blue's taking the damage. We're going to go into red. Oof. Merle does have heroic. KO.
Heroic.
Merle spend for hit crit.
Hit
oh,
crit.
Goodness. There's the 2 of
The
these.
squiggles.
And now the logistics pilot has range 1. I assume you do not ion cannon here. Go for the kill. Maybe you can land a direct hit. It's really got to go for it.
Going for damage. Spend for 3.
No crits, though, and takes 3 and lives on 1 right now. $15-9, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
I think this game is out of reach. Gotta grab some water real quick. Were we talking about retirement in the chat? Did I miss that? Retiring. I need an editor for my posts. I do too. Yeah, the positioning for Chris's ships are just not good. If you can, hopefully, maybe you can get Brown. You get Brown, you get 12 points. But even if you found a way to miraculously get like blue, which is just not, your ships just aren't in a position to do it. Yeah, then it would just be tied, and then you would still lose a point, an objective point.
Like silver up on the top. I mean, you have to get lucky with that with the crit chain coming from Merle. So we're getting a snapshot. Well, here's step one. Hit crit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, 2 evades.
Oh, poor Chris. Side slipping.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, blue is not taking any chances.
Oh, grab a crate. Oh,
Picks up another objective.
a Kraken is so good too, because this just gives us the faction so much flexibility.
Oh, for certain. Two turn with Zori. Grabs the focus. We'll have a range 1 dorsal. Focus rotate. All right, starting with Zori with the dorsal.
And to Brown. Brown on 1, right?
Correct. Yeah, going into Brown. Thought about shooting at the Tri-Fighter for a second, but so needs spend the focus to
That's a good
guarantee it.
point. You wouldn't have been able to snapshot because it skips your execute maneuver step. Thankfully, it didn't matter.
All right, so that's 3 points.
Michiana Marauders holding on here. 15-12. It's not over. 2 more points out here. Range 1. And DFS, who is a crate carrier. Unfortunately, there's just too many crate carriers still. Oh
no, just the one.
Yeah. Not going to do it. Takes 1. How's it calculate? 311 is such a Chad, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, save
That's a
for
lot of
days.
grenades. Save for days.
Yeah, that was another tally.
Was it?
I think so.
Did he have bullseye? He didn't mark it on his die that he used
Oh,
tally.
nope. Oh, I got you. Oh, it was only 5, so it was range 3 obstructed. No, that's just the regular A-wing. All right. Shooting into tally. Range 3.
Okay, crit, tally, rolling not enough dice. Range 3?
Shells.
Oh, okay.
Spends the
your
focus. Save for days.
And this game's still not over, huh?
It's not. And it looks like we would have enough time for another round, but it's...
I think that all just
I'd say
benefits Bender still. It's a crit into the shield of tally there.
Drops the box.
Tally had a box?
Oh, no, it wasn't tally. So, no, that was more. All right, so...
I think they're talking about maybe ending the game here, possibly. It's Merle's got to
range
shoot.
3.
It'll be it would be 18 to 12 here.
Yeah, so Chris would really need a monster shot from the logistics division pilot to try to swing this.
I guess I will not tally the objectives quite yet. You have one more shot here. Grissom
There's
Predator does have no tokens, right?
That's correct.
Yeah,
So,
you need get 3 hits and just hope here. I mean,
hope for a
red is
blank out.
Unfortunately, yeah, or just anything that isn't an evade. Red has not taken any damage. Gonna go ion cannon because he knows he has one more turn. Oh, just one. Womp womp. Real bad roll there. And safe.
Really goes for days, yeah.
Probably wouldn't have been ionized there with an average roll. So 18-13. At this stage, yeah, I don't think you're down 5. You need to... DFS is only worth 2, and then the dry fire that's taken any damage is worth 3. That would get you even, but then you would need to pop a box off of red, and blue is facing the other way, running away. Red can 5 straight. Zori's facing the other way. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I think the only way that it could happen, and like everything would have to fall perfectly, is like Tally would have to pop the box off of silver up on the top. Logistics division pilot combined with Merle would need to take red off, and if all that happened, it would be a tie.
Yeah. Man.
So there is a path. It's just an unlikely one. Like a one. So I would like a 1 turn with Merle, and then focus and rotate. You're like a 3 bank with the logistics division pilot. I don't really know if there's a whole lot that Zori could do. I don't think she would have anything to get a good dorsal turret shot off. I'd probably just run Zori away and ensure that she lives, because she's on what, 1 or 2 hull? 2 hull. Maybe you can three bank and pick up the crate that's there.
Yeah, so Zori does that, picks up a crate. She's not really, I guess she might have a dorsal shot, but I doubt it. It's just not. I try not to be too pessimistic here, but
All right, so 1 straight. Grabs the focus. Zori grabs the focus.
nice.
So
Focus
there's the
rotate.
1 turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
That's a bold maneuver there,
That's
Cotton.
really bold. Wow. Bender making it interesting here. Keep in mind, guys, Zori's on 2. So like a 3-die shot, 3 hits into Zori, she's toast. Going for Zori, they say. Natano. Safe move there from blue, get the debris coverage, parking there. And taking the calculate is DFS. Tally, focus, rotate all day. You gotta grab the box, right? You're not gonna take out. Well, yellow's on 2. Probably not likely to take out yellow though. I don't even know if you have a shot on yellow. Let's see.
The dorsal.
Yeah. Is it in arc? Oh yeah. Sorry. From an angle it looked like maybe it wasn't in there for a sec. In arc.
I mean, if you grab the box and Zori lives, and red dies and silver dies, you would win. So
Yeah, but silver or DFS hasn't taken any damage, right? It's not what
Nope.
I don't have any. Yeah.
Nope. So go for the Hail Mary.
Yep.
Boosting.
Oh no.
Gets out of 1 arc.
Yeah. Still takes the modded shot from yellow.
Yep. But then it's just 1. All right, here we go. Step
Right,
1.
So you need a string. You
Murder
need
silver.
And it's not obstructed, folks. You need 3 hits here. You would love to see a crit in the roll. Oh,
Hit crit.
Hit
If we get a
crit.
breakout.
This could drop the box. It's gonna drop the box.
Oh, just drops the box, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah,
You needed some
and
death there.
direct.
Because I don't think that's, well, maybe. All right, so range 1 dorsal. Oof. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough.
Takes 1.
And takes 1.
Yeah, you needed to get 2 through there. Merle and
We still got 2 more
shots. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so range 1 into logistics.
2 range 1s potentially into logistics. Oh, just 1.
That's
Logistics.
that's
Roll
not-
that squiggle. Roll that squiggle.
Yes. So you're saying there's a chance.
Oh gosh. You go to Zori here. You go into logistics. Yeah, I know. You go to Zori. Logistics is
You go to
my fault.
Zori.
Zori's got 2. It was an easy choice, and that is gonna do it. That will be the game. Sadly.
No more M9G8 rerolls. Oh, blanked out. Wouldn't matter.
Gets Bender up to 22. It'll be it's like 22,
All right.
23, 24. It'll get to 24. Logistics division pilot does have a shot. So does Merle.
I think we're gonna start with. I would start with Merle, although we still have to. Shooting into Tally.
Tally's fine. She was actually in danger there too. She's only on 2 hull, but she's okay. Spends the focus, gets out of the shot. Red, probably on 2 hull with no tokens and a crate. Yellow on 2 hull with no tokens, no crate. Either way, they're worth 3 points. One of them, if you take off the board, you deny a point and get 3. Either way, it doesn't matter in terms of being able to win. Just get as many points for your team as possible, because mission points are the tiebreaker. They are importante. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, go.
Don't give him the extra die either. So Merle would love to see a couple of paint there. Does hit crit.
Oh, the tyranny of 3 agility.
Bender's been rolling those dice very well. The defense dice have been mighty good. 3 hits from or 3 dice here. Only 2.
For 2.
Could you get takes 1 and still, man, if you could just get one more shot in a red, or one more damage in a red rather. And that's gonna do it, huh? 22, 23, 24 to 14 is the final. Bender with the Michiana Marauders taking the dub.
25. Yeah, still have 3 boxes at the end there. That's impressive. Nice win, Bender.
All right. GG's. Pay out the bets here. Great matchup today. All the matchups. As Team League Season 3, Game 3 of opening day concludes with Michiana Marauders beating Psychedelic Pina Jamm reigning champs in the first game of their series, 25 to 14. All right, let me go back to betting. Cloudbots. Betting. Close at the bets. Left side wins. All right, everyone. Steven, thanks so much for being here. Good luck the rest of the series and the season.
Thanks. Yeah, pleasure as always.
Game. And thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate all the love and support. Excited for the Conquest series, ! Conquest. You guys can find information on that everywhere.